Alrighty. Let's get the show on the road. Alright, what's up, what's up? Welcome, gamers. Welcome to the stream. Settle on in. Waiting room is open. The lobby should be created shortly. Let me just mute the notifications on my phone. So how's everyone doing tonight? Oh, I am ready for an exciting cast tonight. I am looking forward to it. Hello, chica. How are you? Oh shit, it's late for you, no? Isn't it like 2 or 3 in the morning? Gonna be casting a seasonal league match between 2 of the heavy hitters in Division 3. Ah, okay. Ah, okay, yeah, it's not that bad. Right now we're just waiting for the invite to the tournament lobby. And Champion Select normally starts a few minutes after that. There's a 4-minute spectator delay, so I'll let you guys know about it when it does happen. Thank you for the follow. Not gonna lie, 9 games for Worlds today. That was a lot. Like Jesus. Oh, well, I'm glad that now it's just 1 series a day when it comes back. It's gonna be a feels good man moment. It would be nice if we get 3 games tonight. It would be very nice. It would be very high, but it feels bad for my throat, but hey. So let's look at the roll, eh? Ah, man. Worlds is crazy today. A little sad about Europe, but hey, there's always next year. Oh, I'm so sad. In this playlist, I had some Professor Layton music, and it got DMCA'd, and I was like, ain't no way. My favorite game franchise. DMCA's the fan music. That sucks. Yeah. So well, it's back to Donkey Kong and Pokemon. The only 2 franchises I still like nowadays. I can incorporate some Diddy Kong racing tracks for tomorrow, but not right now. Yeah, I think a lot of like the SNES and N64 games, like their OSTs aren't really bound to get hit. Ah man, it's been 3 minutes. Where's this damn invite, Wassa? Let me just check if they're in the their channel. It looks like they're they are there. Okay. Yeah, Ancient Lake is indeed a banger tune. That's my favorite. This is my favorite Donkey Kong Country song. Besides, like, Aquatic Ambience. I really love Gangplank Galleon. Let's see. No, the Chiefs are all there. Okay, yeah, everyone's there. I'm just wondering why there's no invite. Maybe there's a bit of a delay to the start. I know Sundays are like the really big day for the Mamago or whatever. There's like 30 different matches at the same time or something. It's a little insane. Feels bad that like not a lot of the games get covered, you know? Waza, give invite. Just use whatever music and record aside. Well, but so the problem is with that. Yeah, but eventually I just don't want to take a habit of using DMCA-able music, you know, because it can cause issues in the long runs. The lobby is full. Ayo. What do you mean the lobby is full? XD, can I join? Rest in pepperonis. The game lobby is full. They don't want us spectating. We'll keep trying. It's bound to work at some point. Nope. That's the first time I've seen this message. They're just waiting. Ah. Oh, wait, let me, Okay, give me a second. Let me just boot the client back up. That's so weird. I don't know why it does that. I love small indie company issues. Sorry, having some technical difficulties joining the lobby. But I can't see anything. Why? Okay, give me a second. Can't see anything. I can't see anything. Give me a second, yo. Yeah. I legit can't see anything. Yeah. Just kick me out and reinvite. I don't know what's going on. Okay. Come on, League of Legends. Okay. That's there we go. Oh. Okay. They already did the draft? Okay, crazy. Alright, looks like we're banning Aatrox first on the side of DH. And we're banning Syndra for the Chiefs. Skarner ban. Things are going fast. Normally I'd have time to talk during champ select, but hey, I kind of missed the draft because the game was being fucky wuggy. It's unfortunate. Alright, looks like we're banning Smolder from a log. Heavy pair. The AD carry substitute for DH. We're going to ban We're gonna ban Lulu away from Alro. Apologies for the technical difficulties. I don't choose when the right client decides to not work. Alright, looks like we're gonna be locking in Volibear for Pina. And the last ban was Stardust Lilia. We're gonna pick Fiora right away. A good answer into the Volibear early. And we're gonna pair it up with a nice Viego. Good for resets. Let's see what DH has to say about this. Looks like Stardust is gonna go back on his trusty Gragas. And I believe that Zeref is for Waza. I don't believe Canadian Well plays Zeref. And I wanna think that Lux is mid, but we'll have to see based on the bans. It could be Lux support. I do, however, know that it is not Zeref support. It looks like we're banning Ornn. I don't think they know that this Volibear is top lane, unless we're trying to set up a Senna comp, but I haven't seen Fasting Senna work in a while. Looks like we're banning Cassante away. Okay, these... Okay. Well, I tried joining, but XD. Okay. I'm gonna be picking Ashe here on the side for Log, pairing it with Emilio. That's nice. And it looks like we're gonna be going Hui. Is it Hui Leona or is it Lux Leona? I guess we'll find out. Well, but it looks like it's Hui Leona for the side of the Chiefs. So it's gonna be a pretty brawly game for the side of the Chiefs. They're gonna look to take fights at a lot of different opportunities. So I hope this game is gonna be pretty bloody. And let's see if well, we saw Pina's Volibear last time. And it was disgustingly tanky. To the point where it was not able to die. And Stardust had a good performance on his Gragas the last time we saw it. Waza also had some really good snipes on the Zeref. So now we're entering spectator delay. Keep in mind that for competitive integrity or whatever, it's 3 minutes plus technically the extra minute. Yeah, it honestly on the side of DH, it looks like a pretty nice draft. I'm just worried there's a little bit of a lack of physical damage. But I mean, if the Ashe isn't too far behind, I feel like DH's draft should do pretty good. They have a lot of counter engage. But outside of the explosive cask and the Ashe ultimate, they don't really have an easy way to go in. I mean, Volibear can always ult in, but you know that is a thing. So I think there's gonna be a lot of fights around objectives, because we're gonna see Pina and Alucard setting up a lot of side lane pressure. Alright, looks like there's about 1 minute left until we get into the game. I definitely think early on, DH should have a good push in mid and bot. But as the mana items get completed for their mages, I believe we're going to see a lot of pushback. But with no access to cleanse for the Hui, unless he took it, but I'm pretty sure he took like teleport or something. Things might get a little hard around the start of the mid game, and for like first and second grub rotations. But we'll see what kind of jungle priority we have in these games, and hopefully I'll be there to see the champion select. Well, the draft in the next one. Alrighty, it looks like we are opting for 5 teleports this game. 3 on the side of the Chiefs, and 2 on the side of DH. We do have lethal tempo, that's nice on the Ashe. Okay, let me set up the camera real quick. Alright, so the scoreboard, time control, objective timers. So it looks like we're going to be setting up the standard 5-point defense on both sides. Only offensive starts from both teams. No Doran shields for any of the top laners. Oh, looks like Num manages to get a Severing Bolt proc on the Ashe, but the Ashe should be able to heal it up before the laning phase. Ah, never mind. Heavy does get a recall in. It is before minion spawn, so he will be fine. That is a mana flow ban proc for Num. Gonna be a battle of skill shots in the mid lane between Waza and Shanks. Okay, so early on, I believe DH should be able to get Prio. Pina might struggle a little bit early on, but things will definitely change. The passive from the Volibear is going to make it annoying for Alucard. It's going to make extended trades pretty bad, as Alucard is probably just looking to proc vitals over and over again. Looks like Pina gets a big shove in to Alucard. Wards the enemy try, just in case Viego's thinking about a cheesy gank. Oof. A nice trade from Alucard. Pina looks worse for wear after it. Shanks gets a nice combo out, but Alucard's just kind of melting in the wave. Okay, we're trading back and forth. Fiora hits level 3, but is down about a wave. Leona Zenith Blade lands into a Severing Bolt with the Grasping Maw. The Hui passive is going to proc to do a decent amount of damage. But Melio has a decent amount of shield and sustain, so I think they should be fine for now in the bot lane. That was a lot of mana consumed. So far, junglers are both headed towards bot side after doing their full clears. Let's see who's going to fight for the first scuttle, because they will meet. Looks like Shanks has priority in the mid lane to rotate. The Storm Shield comes out, and Pina is worse for wear on a trade. That's first blood for Alucard. Those vitals really stack up if you let them hit you. The body bop, the belly bop from Gragas misses, unfortunately, not able to land. The Chiefs are just able to walk away. Viego taking a double scuttle rotation is going to have the lead in terms of gold. Pina comes back the lane with just a ruby crystal and a refillable compared to a Caulfield's Warhammer. So lane's going to be a bit of a struggle for Pina, at least until they hit level 6. Then maybe we'll see if some things can change. Welcome everyone new to the live stream. It's currently game 1 for the Chiefs versus DH. Put your predictions in the chat below if you want to. A Volibear passive is going to help in the extended trades for Pina. Looks like the bot lanes and mid lane have not recalled yet. A giant wave is pushing into Alucard. Alucard seems to be doing well in the farming department. The Viego is looking top lane. The top laners are not level 6 yet. Well, there's going to be some action in the top lane, I'm sure. Is the camera going to pan over? It looks like the Viego stun comes in, but there's not enough damage yet from Manger the Moon and Alucard to stop this Volibear. Waza's getting some decent poke on Shanks, but they're both out of mana, so it's going to be a little awkward. Ooh, that Zeref passive really coming in handy. Allowing him to get an extra spell in rotation for that bonus poke. Waza is up about 10 plus CS at this point. The stun comes in from Fiora, but the Grand Challenge is going to be kicking in. The Volibear is not level 6, and the Grand Challenge completes, and that's just it for Pina. The Volibear goes down. Stardust gets caught. Oh, Stardust is walking away. Can he make it out? The Viego did flash. Oh, the Lucent Singularity does miss. And there's no follow-up, so they got, they traded flash for flash in the jungle. For no upside. Alucard is getting a decent amount of momentum in this top lane. Things are going to heat up for DH if they can't stop this split pushing Fiora. There's a decent CS lead now. It looks like we are going Rod of Ages on Pina. Well, there's about an 1100 gold lead for Alucard. And then everything's just about the same except for the mid lane. Waza has about a 2-wave lead. It's going to make things a little bit harder. Looks like DH are the first to get to the dragon. But they don't have that much damage. The Lucid Singularity comes out. The full Lux combo. The Zenith Blade onto Emilio. Emilio's not level 6 yet. Doesn't have access to the Eye of the Watcher comes out. And the Severing Bolt's going to kill Stardust. Viego comes out. Takes Emilio's soul. And is going to look to jump on the Ash. Looks like the Emilio soul comes in. The Heartbreaker and another Severing Bolt to take out Heavy! What a tragedy from the side of DH. They were first to the objective, but they didn't really have much priority. Pina's looking to dive with the Stormbringer. The Grand Challenge comes out. Alright, Pina takes his first good trade in the top lane. But is it gonna be enough? Ooh! Pina doesn't count the amount of minions left and just takes a rogue turret shot to the face! Man! Someone call Yorick Mori, because we need a tombstone up here! It's a cemetery of dead bears! Can Stardust interrupt the recall? No, he can't! Looks like Stardust is going Lich Bane. We're going Kraken Slayer first on the Viego. I think we're going Ravenous Hydra on the Fiora. Rod of Ages for Volibear. The mid laners, I don't know. Probably the gun. Luden's Companion for both mid laners, I'd have to say. I think... Is that... what is that? Is that a Storm Surge? For Hue? I always forget. What gives mana that has the pop? Oh, it's the Blicky. Yeah, the Luden's Companion. Okay, so both the AP carries on the side of the Chiefs are going for Ludin Blickies. Hui having an easy time in this lane now that he has his mana items, has really good access to wave clear. And the Ashe has to be a bit careful. There is no cleanse on the Hui, but there's a lot of defensive abilities for the Chiefs. Another Vital Procs from Alucard. Pina's got to be careful. He's down 2 levels. Oh, never mind. It's just about a level now. Alucard taking a good trade, getting another Vital Proc. The Volibear clearing the wave with his passive. The Grand Challenge coming out! Oof! And another lunge to secure the kill on Pina. What is Pina doing? This first pick Volibear isn't working out for the side of DH. There won't be much glazing in the top lane tonight. Emilio Shield comes out. The Enchanted Crystal Arrow forces the flash on Hui. And then now we've got the Surging Rivers to run faster. But they can see the Gragas. Looks like Waza is still doing pretty good as always in his mid lane matchups. Alright, so it's really going to be able to see our Heavy and Pina going to be able to survive through this pretty bad laning phase that we're having. Pina really has to understand that he doesn't have any priority on the wave. Once the Fiora gets this Ravenous Hydra, she's just going to murder the shit out of Pina. Waza gets another nice combo on the Shanks. The shining light for our hometown heroes. Num is low on mana though, but he is doing his best to clear. I think he has enough for one more spell. Looks like Alucard is also like 2 autos away from taking the turret. Looks like it's gonna be 6 Grubs and first Dragon over to the Chiefs. This looks like a game 2 angle, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what happened, but it was a bit of a natural disaster. Call it Hurricane Harvey, because the storm's coming through. What a disaster on the side of DH. Now with 6 Grubs, it's really easy to take turrets as Fiora. And there's a Demolish proc, I'm pretty sure. The Grand Challenge is popping out, forcing the Stormbreaker. Fortunately, Fiora doesn't have enough mana, but a 30 CS lead will do that. Let's see. Bagging with 2,700 gold. Fiora's up 3,000 gold at this point in the game. It's a little bit insane. Finishing the Hydra and almost getting 2 full components for the Trinity Force. This Fiora is gonna be a problem. The top lane disparity is insane. Waza only has a 200 gold lead despite having a decent amount of CS up. The Viego's looking to gank. Canadian Well lands the Super Mega Ultra Fire Kick. The Flash stops the counter engage by the Explosive Cast. Viego's gonna take over the soul of Stardust. And they're just gonna be able to get out the Heartbreaker to get back towards the Dragon. The Dragon is warded by DH, but with the Rite of the Arcane no longer available for Waza, the point of contention's kind of gone. Alright. Oof. Alucard is way worse for wear. Volibear forces the lunge away defensively. Alright, Num's looking to get a recall and has his Ludin's Companion. Volibear still doesn't have his item, neither does Stardust. The top side of DH is heavily struggling. Looks like Waza is probably going for the Horizon Focus next. With access to the Ravenous Hydra, Alucard's going to be able to heal up almost fully off every wave. Things are going to get ugly. Oof! The Zenith Blade connects into the Molten Fireball for Hui. Melio Campfire's not enough to save Ash from the isolated Severin Bolt. Stardust is looking to help. The Rite of the Arcane comes out. Looks like Stardust wants to make a play. The Zenith Blade into Daybreak comes out. The explosive cast is going to knock the Hui into the Gragas. The Heartbreaker comes out. Is Stardust gonna live? No, it looks like he just dies. Okay. Well, that was the one return kill that DH were able to get for themselves, but things aren't looking so bright right now. Once the Fiora finishes that Triforce, the Volibear is going to be struggling pretty badly. I mean, he's already not doing too well. But Manjer the Moon is able to read Stardust like an open book at this point. He's read all his movements, and he's been following him all game. Being first to the objective, the miss comes out with a Severing Bolt. It's not enough, but the Grasping Maw plus Viego Q is going to be able to take down Heavy once again. This Ash isn't really up to standard this game. Things are going to be a struggle for DH. We're already lacking physical damage, but a Static Shiv Ash is basically just a tiny bit more magic damage. Looks like another Fireball combo from the way come out. Chunky Melio down to half health. Looks like we're going Storm Surge. Second item. Is it Storm Surge or Shadow Flame? I think it's Storm Surge. Okay, Alro clearing out some vision in the blue side jungle for DH. Ravenous Hydra has been... Trinity Force has been picked up by Waza... by Alucard, and the plated steel caps have been finished for Volibear. Maybe it'll help him a little bit in the trades, but... being down an entire item at this point in the game, things just feel kind of rough. That lunge kind of goes wide, not hitting what it needed to hit. Oof, Alucard worse for wear on that trade. Pina starting to do some damage. The Grand Challenge comes out by Fiora. The Stormbringer is going to be Force. And Alucard is able to get yet another kill on Pina. That's 5-0. We've got about a 3,600 gold difference in the top lane alone. That's pretty insane when you think about it. This Fiora is going to be a problem, and the only side laner that DH has isn't even able to fight a 1v1. That Volibear ultimate isn't really useful at this point of the game. We normally use it offensively to disable turrets, but this Volibear ult was used to run away. Shanks is looking, the Zenith Blade into Daybreak. Full Lux combo onto Log. Log's just going to die once again. And we've got a Mountain Soul Point in just a second over here. That's the mid-outer for DH gone. We've got yet another charge. Is it going to land? Yep. Alright, it looks like the Chiefs are going to be first to the objective. Manjera the Moon is starting up the Dragon for the Chiefs. Stardust doesn't really have much to farm, so that's going to be Mountain Soul Point. It looks like the DH are already considering a Game 2 angle, but the Red of the Arcane is going to come out trying to steal this Dragon. The smite, though, comes out and does enough damage to just secure the dragon, not having to worry about that. Fortunately, the Riding of the Arcane doesn't really do a billion damage. Alucard finds Stardust. And the belly bop is enough to throw him away. But that's Stardust's ultimate use to get away. I mean, at least he got away, but he finished his Lichbane though, which is nice. Shadow Flame finished by the Hui. We've got a Locket of the Iron Solari for Leona and a Moonstone Renewal for Emilio. Two good defensive items for both teams. But let's see, what can they do? It looks like they're trying to like ambush this Fiora, because that shutdown would be really nice on one of their members that's not called Emilio. The Ashe really needs some money. She's so poor right now. Yeah, there's a 2,000 gold deficit in the bot lane. And there's only... Yeah, I mean, Stardust is also down about 2,000 gold in the jungle. Feels kind of bad, but it looks like we're getting a Sundered Sky second item for the Viego. Stardust doing what he can to recoup some money around the map. The Zenith Blade Fireball combo comes out, but it misses, and unfortunately they're not able to kill Canadian Whale on this Emilio. Not just yet. Okay, Daybreak comes out with Fear. The explosive cast forces the flash from Alro, but the magic fireball combo from Hui is gonna be enough. Leona ultimate into Heartbreaker. Manjaro the Moon is taking a lot of damage. Are we gonna see a Red of the Arcane? We are! And is he gonna kill? Oh, looks like it got cancelled early because of the Lucent Singularity. Alucard's a pretty nasty threat at this point in time, almost on 3 items, and that's the mid lane inner turret gone for DH. They only have 2 turrets left before the base starts to crack. Looks like the Horizon focus was finished for Waza. He is having a good game, but he needs to have a little bit more of an impact if he wants to try and bring his team back from the brink of defeat. The Ashe is going for a Phantom Dancer next, but this build doesn't really offer much damage. Num fails to finish the camp, so it'll just reset. Diego's probably going to be a little mad that this camp was trolled with. But it is what it is. Pina's still working on their second item. I don't know what it could be, but Manjaro the Moon has an idea to just start Baron, as they know most of DH is just bot side. Are they... Looks like they have to call off the Baron as they didn't have enough damage. Unfortunate. Stardust wasn't... The Grand Challenge is going to come through, healing Fiora for a lot. I don't think Alucard can win this fight. Lapina is forced to run away with the tail between their legs. Stardust was looking for a cast combo, but the belly bop is enough to get away. The bot lane inner turret is also gone now. There's only 1 turret left before the base cracks. And this Fiora is going to be a real problem. Looks like we're going the Navori Flicker Blade on the Volibear. I don't know if this build is still good, because normally you kind of have to have money. The teleport is coming in from the Fiora. She's looking to make a play on the Emilio, but the Super Mega Ultra Fire Kick is enough. The Viego, the Gragaston unfortunately gets him locked up with the Viego and Fiora, and because he went full AP, he's super squishy. There's nothing that Stardust can do this game. And it looks like we have a Mountain Soul in just 20 seconds. Mama Mortius was picked up for the Fiora. Phantom Dancer finished for Log Heavy. But things are going disastrously on the side of DH for game number 1. Looks like Zverev has picked up a blighting jewel. Hui also recently finishing his teleport. So he will not have it for the upcoming fights. But I think the only teleport that really matters is Alucard's. Another Rite of the Arcane is coming out to try and do what they can to take the dragon. But it's basically just leashing the objective to Manjaro the Moon. Gragas still being on one item while Viego's almost on 3 is disastrous. Only 2,000 gold behind, but it looks like the Riposte is going to come out. The Stormbringer and the Grand Challenge are both summoned at the same time. Who's going to be able to take it? Pina has a lot of healing, but those Vitals are doing a lot of damage. 6,000 gold down. Pina is 6,000 gold down. I don't think there's much as Volibear can do this game, unfortunately. But he's on 2 items now, which is great. Oh no, it looks like Waza got caught out in Shanks' full looks combo. And they're just going to go back on the Baron. Now they know there's no Pina, there's no Waza. Both teleporters aren't alive. And Canadian Whale gets caught by the Xenoblade into Daybreak. Gets ignited and it's going to be enough. Auro takes down Canadian Whale in the supportal combat. Num's going to make sure they don't take a mid lane turret. And Manjaro the Moon is looking for bonus camps. Fiora just going to town this game. Stardust not avoiding the belly. Oh, the explosive cast to throw Manjaro the Moon away. He lives by the skin of his teeth, but now he doesn't have flash and he doesn't have the one of the only pieces of engage. And the last inner turret is taken down on the side of DH. The base is starting to crack. Oof. Those lunge vital procs are pretty disgusting. Viego is pushing a big wave down bot lane. Waz is doing what he can to get some poke out. Alro is really trying to get this inhib, and the 2 cannon minions will get it. The Eye of the Watcher into Severin Bolt aren't gonna be enough to take out the Melio, but it looks like Manjaro the Moon takes the inhib, and so does Alucard for top lane. So now that's double minions, the double supers. Alright. Meanwhile, while they are chasing Alucard, the entirety of the base is just getting wrecked. Fiora's teleporting in. And looks like that's going to be game 1, ladies and gentlemen. A decisive victory from the Chiefs. They slayed Blossom last week, and it looks like they're taking they're also going to be slaying DH. Alright. Alrighty. What a rough game 1 for DH. Let's hope DH can bounce back. If not, this is going to be a swift 2-0. Things are getting rough. At least in Division 3, it looks like the Chiefs seem to be the team to beat. They're the G2 of this division. Is there any team that's going to be able to take them down? We're just waiting on the draft. I believe they're also waiting for the other people to be invited to the lobby. I do not know if we have decided side selection yet, but I think that's going to be discussed very shortly. But currently 0-1 for our hometown heroes. The Chiefs lead the series 1-0 right now. An impressive win on red side. Looks like DH are going to take the red side for game number 2, so they're giving early pick available to the Chiefs. Welcome to the stream, anyone that's new. Remember, if you enjoy the content you're watching, make sure to follow. We will be live for as many games as I can cast. So as long as I am invited to the lobby, and on days where I am available. Yeah, it looks like the draft is coming up. Alright, let me just turn the draft screen on. It won't be too long. Looks like DH are ready for the draft. Alright, looks like the draft has started. From the H's side, we're banning Alucard's, Aatrox, and we're gonna be banning Waza Syndra and Log's Smolder. We're also gonna be paying attention by banning Alucard's Fiora this time, and we're banning Stardust's Lilia. We're also gonna be banning Alucard's Gwen. That's 3 top lane bans early. That's kind of crazy. Okay, looks like we're taking first pick priority on the Skarner for Manjaro the Moon. Had a really good performance on it the last time he got his hands on it. What's DH gonna fire back with? With this many top lane bans, I hope Pina can play safe or play well. Poor Pina. Had such a horrible game. He was bullied the entirety of the game. Looks like we're gonna lock in Hui for Waza. It could be a flex between Waza and Log. They both play it. But when we talk about carry mages, it looks like it's going to be Misfortune for heavy. And Waza's going to be taking that Hui in the mid lane. Looks like we're thinking about taking a Vigar for Shanks. A decently good pick into control mages. Scales really well. Well, let's see if that's what they decide to lock in. The Lux is still open for Shanks. But it looks like we're gonna go with the Tiny Master of Evil. Vigar makes his appearance in game number 2. Now are they gonna look to take their 80 carry here? Because they have mid jungle versus mid AD. Looks like we got Jinx. We're thinking about Jinx. We're locking in Jinx for the Chiefs. Num's gonna be piloting Jinx this game. Are there gonna be enough resets for Reset City? Great late game insurance policy. One single kill can turn the tide of a battle. Oh? Oh, wait. This looks like it might be Misfortune support and Hui 80 carry with Yone in the mid lane. Wow. Alright. I forgot Canadian Well kinda plays these weird champions. But it looks like we're gonna be banning more top laners. K'Sante and Ornn have been taken off the table by the respective teams. Let's see how far that top lane pool goes. There can only be so many bad Volibear matchups, right? I mean, Alucard's Darius is still up and available on the table. We're going to be banning Lulu away from Alro because Jinx Lulu is a hell of a... It's a pretty rough... What are we thinking? We're thinking about banning Diana away from Stardust. So far, there's a nice balance of picks on the Chiefs side, but there's no front line yet decided for DH. Let's see what it's gonna be. Oh, it's gonna be Jarvan for Stardust. All reliable. What are we thinking about taking on the side of the Chiefs? It looks like Alucard's Darius was left open. And it's probably just going to be blind picked. I mean, the last time he had access to Darius, he kind of went to town. Looks like we're going to be looking at Melio to pair up with this Jinx. A really good enchanter. Also will help keep Jarvan and Yone away. But is it what we want? This draft is spicing up. Looks like the Melio is locked in for the Chiefs. We've got the final pick. We saved counter pick for Tom Kench. Is it gonna be enough to do something? Let's find out. Pina not having the best track record when it comes to playing weak side. Let's hope Pina knows how to abuse Alucard. There's a lot of physical damage on the side of DH with not much magic damage. Hopefully the Hui's going to be off to a good start. If not, might be a difficult mid to late game. Alright, looks like both teams are ready. Gonna be closing the draft screen as we're getting into Champion Select. Interesting drafts from both sides. Hopefully DH came to play, because you banned out a billion top laners and you just left Darius open. I don't really know the Darius-Tom Kench matchup, but it doesn't sound favorable for Tom Kench. At the end of the day, there wasn't much left in the pool. From this monkey around. To suit her mood, she's quick and nimble when she needs to be. It's not a draft error. The Yone and the Jarvan are. It's not Jarvan mid and Yone jungle. It's Jarvan jungle, Yone mid. They just didn't place each other. Because we got stream crashed by the Ninetale Fox Scrubby Dubbies. When he needs to, stretch his arms out just for you. So what are we thinking based on the drafts? I mean, if DH aren't able to get to a good early start, I think it's going to be hard for them to close out this game. And if the Jinx ever gets a lead, it's probably just super Jover. I hope DH came to play. I'd love to cast 3 games. Alright, we're about to enter spectator delay. Remember to go get your drinks, your food if you need some. Head to the washroom. We've got about 3 minutes before we enter the game. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the cast. With relative ease, makes crushing rocks seem such a breeze. Alright, during spectator delay, I'm just gonna go get another water bottle. Make sure my voice is nice and firm for the game. See you guys in just a quick second. Alright, I am back. 2 minutes before we get it. Hey, it's the La Bomb Bomb La Battlefield. It almost sounds like I have bowling pins because of the amount of water bottles I have on my desk. Gotta refill them up. Alrighty. Excited to see this game 2 play out. Rip. The viewers are leaving. Alright, we are about to get in game, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, interesting. Mancher de Moon took Grasp instead of taking Aftershock. Looks like we got the Pokey Poke bot lane with double Arcane Comets. Will the Melio sustain be enough to get us through the early game? Alright, looks like we're gonna look to do standard 5 points. Do we think our hometown heroes can make a comeback? Looks like we got an aggressive start on the side of the Chiefs with 2 defensive starts from both Pina and Waza. Let's see if Waza's Yon is enough to carry the momentum to get his team to game number 3. A good game from Waza last game, but it wasn't enough. That Friday Night Viker skin looking amazing. Alro forced to shield early as the Fireball comes out from Heavy. And Make It Rain looks like the MF is going pure AP by the looks of it. I feel like that's a little bit trollish, but we'll have to see what the outcome of this game looks like. Alucard gets a good decimate. The Severing Bolt comes out. Unfortunately, there's not much sustain at level 1 for the side of Alro and Num. But now, the Cozy Campfire should have been unlocked by the Melio. Another Make It Rain comes down doing about 50 damage. As out of the heavy cost of mana, Pina's being pushed in pretty hard here. Fishbones to take another CS. Force the farm from long range. The Grasping Maw is going to hit Alro, but the Cozy Campfire allows the Jinx to bully the Misfortune. And now they've completely pushed him off the wave. Alro is getting pretty low. Forced to heal to get away. The Jarvan was bot lane, but did skip out on a cam, so he's going to be a bit late on the rotation. Alucard is doing what he can to punish Pina. But Pina is keeping up in CS this time. Okay, it looks like the Abyssal Dash is going to be forced by Pina to walk away. The Skarner is looking for a play in the bot lane. Manjaro the Moon is coming, but it looks like he changes his mind. Stardust is also bot lane. We're gonna be at crab parity for both teams. The poke from the Misfortune and Hui is starting to stack up. But once that defensive item comes out from the Melio, maybe the sustain will be enough to carry through. Heavy's not gotten that much CS advantage. Waza has acquired a minuscule CS lead. Oh, the Abyssal Dive gets interrupted. The flash from both Pina, from Alucard and Manjaro the Moon and Pina, but Pina unfortunately goes down. Oof. It looks like Numb has to take a recall. Heavy's going to accrue a little bit of a CS lead. But everyone's pretty much out of resources in the bot lane. That's triple longsword start on the side of Numb. That's a nice estimate to try and push the wave. Pina is down about 10 plus CS once this wave clears up. And the gap is only growing. Shanks takes an unfortunate Q3 from the Yone. Oh, looks like Pina is permanently down almost 20 CS. And that slam dunk is gonna be enough to kill Pina. Not much as Tom Kench can do. Going for a Heartsteel first. Going to lose a turret plate. Doesn't have TP. Everything's going badly for the side of Pina. That's 2 games in a row where unfortunately Pina is losing the momentum needed to win the lane. We make the 369 joke quite often around here, but you know, you got 333, then you got 999 when it comes to 369. But it looks like Pina's only been rolling 3s, maybe even 1s. That'll Snake Eyes. Or a dastardly roll. Down 30 CS in the top lane already. This is a little bit insane. There's already an almost 1,500 gold difference. Alucard went to go help Manjaro the Moon secure the grubs. Oof. The Cataclysm from Jarvan is enough. Oh, Stardust is going to die to Shanks in the revenge gank. Looks like the mid lanes are about even. There's about 1,300 gold that Viger has to spend. What's he going to be getting? Oh, he's going Catalyst, so we've got a Rod of Ages start on the Viger. The Eye of the Watcher plus Severing Bolt is going to do a lot of damage to Numb. I think Numb has to take a recall here. They're starting to fall a little bit behind. Almost 20 CS down. Looks like Shanks is bot lane to temporarily deal with Canadian Whale and Heavy. It looks like he just had some free time. Heartsteel coming through for Mancher the Moon, and it looks like we're going... I don't know, is it Eclipse? No. I don't know, it could be Eclipse. On the side of Jarvan. We're going Heartsteel for Pina and Borg for Yone. Looks like it's a Kraken Slayer start for the Jinx. And we're gonna see the double burn bot lane from DH. Is it gonna be enough though? The Hull Breaker first from Alucard. Ooh, he's gonna be able to put a lot of pressure on Pina, who's now... Yeah. So looks like Pina got a Giant's Belt. Alro takes another magical fireball to the face. Unfortunate. Mancher the Moon just finished his red buff. Stardust is finishing his blue buff. And I think they're looking to try and make a play in the bot lane. Oh, the Hui combo misses. The magic fireball comes out. Mancher the Moon is just chilling. Another Cataclysm from the side. Oh, Stardust missing the Martial Cadence. The Martial Cadence Q combo misses. Unfortunately. Pina struggling. The Super Mega Death Rocket trying to find Stardust, but it's not going to find him. Oh, looks like the Flash Rock Slap. The Tom Kenschalt invested to throw Alucard under the turret, but Alucard can just flash away. The Make It Rain comes out, but it doesn't find much. A fireball combo from Hui looking to come out. Alucard's a little low HP right now, but Pina's almost down 50 plus CS. Things are getting rough for the side of DH. Mancher the Moon using the Ixtal Impact to run into the lane. Unfortunately, there was no impact. Impale left. Stardust is here shadowing his bot lane. But so far, things aren't looking too great for DH. They're down 1.5k gold. At least Yone is doing decently against the Viger, but the momentum's not really all there. The Ixtal Impact coming out once again. The Fear landing on Skarner. It looks like Canadian Whale is just going to die to this Skarner. He's on his killing spree. The Super Mega Fire Kick. He's going to land. The Fear coming out for Mancher the Moon. The Rock Slam. The Flag and Drag combo. Another Grass Proc. The Cataclysm comes out. But the Ixtal Impact is enough to just get away. The Severing Bolt is enough. The Viger Cage comes out. And Wazai is taking a lot of turret shots. But he does get the kill on Numb in the end. Alucard is just abusing Pina though in the top lane. Pina forced to use the gray skin early to survive that. His Darius build doesn't have the most damage in it. Shang's doing a decent amount of damage to Waza, but Waza's able to sustain through it. Oh, looks like Alucard's going to get solo killed by Pina here. The first redemption play Pina's made this series. Yon doesn't have enough for the Blade of the Ruined King just yet. Oh no, he has just enough. Just enough. But that's 4 grubs already for the side of the Chiefs. Heartsteals on both Tom Kench and Skarner. Both getting their respective procs off. Jinx is just farming the turret though. Waza's trying to come down to stop that. Waza hits level 11. Shanks is still level 10. Misfortune does a little bit of damage with that weird build, but I think the utility, the novelty is gonna wear off. Unfortunately, there's not much money in the support role, so when you invest on an item that doesn't really follow your kit too well, things are gonna be a little bit rough. Okay, Alucard looks to be going, I think, for a Stridebreaker. Pina's starting to have a lot of HP, but that hemorrhage is no joke. It looks like it's a 4-man gank in the top lane. The Hui combo comes out, and it's gonna be enough to pop Alucard. Nothing is really traded back on the side of the Chiefs. The gold lead is closing. Manger the Moon avoids the Hui Fear. Oof. A disgustingly strong proc from the Heartsteel and Grass combo that the Skarner is offering. The Skarner is scaling pretty well. About 1,000 gold ahead. The gold lead for the top lane has closed down to about 800, which is good for Pina. It's been having rough lanes every time. Okay, it looks like we've defeated the Herald. Stardust is taking an early back. Viger's Rod of Ages has come in, and so has the Kraken Slayer for the Jinx. We got the Blackfire Torch. Ooh. Oh! And that's a simultaneous kill for both Waza and Shanks. It looks like Alucard's gonna be taking the first turret. That's a decent influx of gold again. We're back to almost a 2,000 gold lead top lane. But the anti-heal for the Tom Kench is gonna come in handy. Stopping all those decimates. The Sundered Sky was finished for Jarvan. It looks like we're probably going the Eclipse next. And it looks like Skarner wants to build a Sterix Gauge. Getting a recall from Alucard. He has 1,000 gold. Let's see what he does. Is he probably just finishing his boots? Yeah, he's finishing his plated steel caps. It looks like it. It looks like indeed we are going Stridebreaker on the Darius. I don't think there's a reason to go anything else. Yeah, the Hui acquired a tiny bit of CS lead, as has Waza, but there's still a huge lead in the top lane. Pina's looking to group with the team as he can't really lane against the Darius anymore. The Flag and Drag combo plus the Smite comes out. Manger the Moon manages to just take the full Hui combo and Flag and Drag plus Yon knockup and just walks away like nothing happened. He is gonna take a recall. But the Herald is being dropped in the mid lane. Looks like we're just gonna be assassinating Shanks down in the bot lane. Shanks having a little bit more of a rough game this time around. Alucard has rotated for this dragon. It is Infernal Soul Point on the side of DH. Pina gets caught, forced to flash away. Looks like the turret bot lane has been destroyed. There was no one to collect the local gold. The Infernal Dragon has been started by DH. Is Monter the Moon looking to go in to take? Take it. Alucard's running in and Monter the Moon steals it. Stardust unable to close the gap, but was able to find an opening. Log Heavy is on a killing spree. What a good decisive team fight by DH, but unfortunately... Oof. This Hui pick might be contentious. About a 1300 gold lead bot lane, but this Hui is starting to cause problems. And Shanks is down 1.5k. There's a decent lead top lane, but all Pina has to do is stop Alucard from being too oppressive in the team fight, and things are going to be fine. Looks like we are going Titanic Hydra on the Darius. The Leandres picked up for both Hui and Misfortune. We've got double burn on Hui, and I think Misfortune's also going to be building double burn. I don't really like this build on Misfortune. I feel like it doesn't utilize a lot of the strengths for Misfortune. But we've got an Immortal Shield Bow picked up for Yon halfway to his crit passive. Sterix Gauge was finished by J4. I think we are looking to go Infinity Edge on the Jinx. The Baron Nashor has just spawned. Alucard's still pushing Pina in, but Pina has an XP lead even though he's down 60 CS. This game sometimes doesn't make much sense. Looks like there's a fight on two fronts. The Hui's teleporting in. Alro gets caught by the Fate Sealed. And Pina gets a good trade. But unfortunately, the damage for Chiefs is not at the team fight. So there's not much that the Chiefs can do. The bullet time comes out, but it doesn't really do anything. It looks like DH are starting the Baron. This could be a game 3 angle. This Hui is really a problem. Waza's played decently up to this point. I feel like he's been practicing the Yone. Alright, looks like it's gonna be an uncontested Baron for the side of DH. Alucard finds them, so they can't really recall right away, but Alucard gets chunked to below half after just one Hui combo. Looks like DH are going to manage to take a safe recall. Okay. DH are looking to get pressure in the mid lane with this Baron buff. It looks like Misfortune and Heavy are collapsing on the Darius, who does not have any vision. Stardust is finishing his blue buff. Oof. Okay. That Baroned up cannon minion is doing work on the turrets. Waza found Shanks yet again and chunks him down to below half. Okay, looks like DHR starting the Infernal Soul Point once again. The last time it was stolen by Manjaro the Moon, but it doesn't look like Manjaro the Moon is going to be anywhere near the dragon. That's Soul Point for DH. This game's starting to look like an angle for game number 3. Do the Chiefs have a backup strategy? Because it looks like this way bot lane is a pretty big problem. Alright, the super mega OP fireball kick of doom, but the Hui gets caught, and there's no one to stop him, and it just throws water on the ground and runs away like a little motherfucker. That turret is dead to one auto attack from anyone. It's not gonna last long. This Darius pick, while it was super impactful early, isn't able to close the gap against Wei. Crowd control is a little too strong against this champion. And there's no Mercury treads. So it's full length crowd control. There's no Sterix yet. So there's no tenacity for the Darius. It looks like they're clearing the wards. Num finished their Infinity Edge at least, but Hui's almost on 3+ items. There's a 2,000 gold difference in the bot lane. Cribloom just picked up for the Hui. Waza up 3,000 gold. That's a lot of money extra on the Yone. Tom Kent's just finished his Sunfire Cape. And the Ceres was picked up for Viger. Shanks is doing what he can, but even with a fully stacked Rod of Ages, he's down 2 levels. Infinity Edge is the next item on Hui's bucket, on Yone's bucket list, giving him access to his full passive. Looks like Stardust gets caught in a rotation, but the Blast Cone pops out. The Fate Seal is going to find Melio and Jinx. And Waz is on one side trying to fight him off. Has to call back the Soul Unbound because of Alucard. But forces a flash from the Jinx and Shanks. What a good play from Waza. Now they're looking to set up some priority around Baron. Pina is bot lane. Okay, there's no damage on that Darius. The Flagon Dragon to Cataclysm combo, but Stardust is stuck under turrets. And it's enough to give Jinx a reset. The Super Mega Death Rocket takes down Log. That's 2,000 gold injected into the 80 carry. That gold lead has almost instantly collapsed. Waza still with a really nice gold lead, but this Jinx may have found a way back into the game. They don't want to start the Baron just yet. Infernal Soul is on the line in just a minute. But Jinx will need to get a reset. That's 2,500 gold in the pocket of the Jinx. Looks like they want to take this objective bounty, but the Make It Rain has its first impact of the game. There's not much time left to reset. If you're going to reset, you got to reset. Looks like Num is not going to be getting a reset unless they plan to flip Elder. But if they flip Elder and it fails, they just lose the game. And now there's 2,700 gold on the side of this Jinx. Let's see what they pick up in base, because they gotta hurry back. They pick up a Phantom Dancer and a Ward. If they can stall the start of the Dragon, this Jinx is gonna be pretty big. Only 400 gold behind. Pina's Abyssal Dive finds Manjera the Moon. The ultimate from Tom Kench eats up Manjera the Moon. Gets caught, but that's an impale for 3. The Yon Fate Seal finds the backline. Waza with the instant double kill. The Cataclysm on the Shanks. They can't really run away. Severing Bolt into Grasping Maw with the Yon going bam, bam, bam. Pina's trying to eat Alucard's ass. But Alucard ain't flowing that way. It's a battle of the tanks. So that Darius ultimate doesn't do anything at this point of the game. There's no damage. No anti-heal. Alucard's going to die to Pina. And that's Infernal Soul on the table. Taken by DH. Nearly 4,000 gold lead in the mid lane. Oh. What's the game? Ah, no. Okay. That's weird. It almost looked like there was a pause. Okay, let's see what else. The Infinity Edge was finished for the Yone. We got ourselves a Chain Vest also. Looks like we're going Rabadons on Hui. MF is still looking to finish the Black Fire Torch. I don't know why at this point. Manjera the Moon steals the Baron and gets a triple impale. Num survives, and that's a double kill for Shanks. This is huge. The Gold Swing almost completely back in the way for the Chiefs. What is DH doing? Is Stardust playing with his screen closed? Because that's 2 pivotal objectives that Stardust has just let go to the wind. Poor Stardust. Oh. Okay, it looks like the Jinx is getting a reset in with another 1,800 gold. The Melio shield items are coming in hot. The Koenig Rooker now done for Darius. And the Unending Despair finished for Skarner. Viger picked himself up a Zonia's Hourglass. Yon finished the Iceborne Gauntlet. And that's about it in terms of item completions. Hui has about 1,000 gold, but I don't think it's enough for what Hui wants to buy. That's another pause. Okay. Weird mini pauses. I don't see any pauses in the chat. Looks like Shanks takes a turret bot lane with Alucard. The H-Style Impact coming in. He's looking for something that goes from the Darius. The bullet time comes out, but it doesn't hit anyone. The Super Mega Death Rocket is enough to kill Hui. But the Fate Seal doesn't find anyone. Poor Waza. Taking a lot of damage. He's gonna go down to the Jinx. That's a 900 gold shutdown. This Jinx is popping off. The Cataclysm isn't enough to take out the Jinx. The Jinx gets another kill. Pina's gonna die. Did he execute from Alucard? And it looks like it's gonna be a of their hands and they just threw it to the winds. This misfortune not really able to do anything. Looks like that's gonna be a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. The Chiefs are your series winners. I said intense best of 3. I should have said 2 intense best of 1s. Because the Chiefs just slammed DH League Club right in the face. A quick and nasty 2-0. We're going to have to look at the coaching staff for DH. Because that draft was abysmal. Thank you guys for watching the stream. As always, I know it was a short one tonight. But we kind of started with no champ select in the first game. And because we had technical issues. But as always, if you enjoyed watching this stream, make sure to drop a follow. And if you missed the game, you can always catch it tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. on my stream. On my YouTube channel at The Fallen Sanctum on YouTube. Anyways, thank you guys for coming. And it's always a pleasure. I'll see you guys tomorrow night for DH Plume versus something. I forgot, but there's another cast tomorrow. So anyways, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a good night.